Good afternoon. My name is Rob Lipson. I'm the VP of Business Development and Sales here at Lightspeed. We are happy to present various webinars to give you different educational material for learning our software, learning how we operate with our account services, and also provide other market commentary and information. Today's free webinar is an introduction to the Lightspeed Trader platform. The Lightspeed Trader platform provides many active traders with the trading tools that they need to implement their trading strategy and styles. If you've had a lot of questions and you're looking to learn how the software works, this is what we are here for, to try to help you answer your questions and provide you with information to help you get started with Lightspeed. Before we get started, we have our quick compliance disclosure, so bear with me here. This presentation is for informational purposes only. Nothing presented today should be construed as investment advice or recommendation to buy, sell, hold any security or contract. Since we don't know everyone's investment objectives or risk tolerance, we are not endorsing any specific trading strategy. Security, derivative, and futures trading involves substantial risk of loss is not suitable for all investors. Each investor must consider whether this is a suitable investment, since you may lose all or more than your initial investment. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Lightspeed Financial Services Group, LLC, is not affiliated with any other third-party market commentators, educators, or service providers on our website and data information material. This content is provided for informational and educational purposes only. This content neither is nor should be construed as an offer, solicitation, or recommendation to buy or sell any securities or contracts. Any investment decisions made by the user through the use of such content is solely based on the user's independent analysis, taking into consideration your financial circumstances, investment objectives, and risk tolerance. Fine Brokerage LLC, Lightspeed LFSG, does not endorse, offer, nor recommend any of the services or commentary provided by any of the market commentators, educators on any of our webinars or educational material, and any service providers and any other information used to execute any trading strategies are based on the independent analysis of the user. Thank you. Okay, for more information on a demo or open an account with Lightspeed, please feel free to contact us. My personal contact information, I am Rob Lipson. You can contact me at rlipson@lightspeed.com, RLIBSON, or you can certainly give us a call, extension 3 off our main number, or sales@lightspeed.com as well. Thank you for that. Now, we are going to go through various aspects of the software and the account process here as well. So I see people already starting to ask questions, and I certainly will get to them as we go through if they relate to the topic. Sorry if I can't get to everyone. We have a couple hundred people in the chat room at the moment, so certainly I won't be able to answer everyone's, but certainly you can always call or email with additional questions as well. So I have attached my screen here. Can everyone see this okay? This is the Lightspeed Trader software. Great, thank you. Thanks, Timothy, Perry, got it. Okay, great. So as you can see, this is one of our base layouts here. There's a lot of different windows. I'm going to try to go through each of the windows, show a little bit of their functionality and how they're used and what information they provide. And then we'll kind of go into some of the advanced features. So we'll start off with just the basic settings. We'll go into setting up some of the different ways you can configure your charts or your default order entries and some custom orders. And then if we have some time, we'll get into the account opening process and some of the costs involved if people still are here and have some interest in looking to open the account with Lightspeed. So you can see I have a chart here in the bottom of my window here. I have a level 2 window. I have an order entry window along with my orders positions windows up top here, and some hot button windows with different commands, a watch list with my various symbols, risers and fallers list, and an additional chart. On my chart, you can see there are some different time frames available to help you scroll through and see how the price action is moving. So you can view daily, weekly, intraday, minute charts. I have the ability to right-click to go to our settings menu. Our settings menu is where you can configure any individual window. You can see right here, this relates to the chart that I just clicked on the gear for. But there are many tabs that can be used to interact with many different settings of the windows and different settings. So it's a master global settings window, but you can specifically locate the features you're looking for each individual window. I can change this from a market only display to a full pre and post market chart here. So if I click OK, you can see it will immediately show me after hours trading here as well. So I can include that on my charting. If I right click, I can choose to go to chart parameters. I can change the time frames, 1, 2, 5 minute. If I want to add another chart, a tab, I would click it and add it quickly. And you can see now at the bottom of my chart, I have a 5-minute chart as well. I can easily flip through my time frames as well. If I'm looking to add different studies, I have a studies tab on my chart. You can add a moving average, EMA or SMA. You have a VWAP study, moving average, Bollinger Band. So everything here would be available on your live account. You simply click on the study you're looking for. You change the period. I say I like the 20 period. I click add, and that instantly applies the study to the chart. Very easy to do so. If I do want to go with a VWAP, it's very popular. I click and add it. You can see it applies it to the chart immediately here. If I go over here, you can see it wouldn't transfer over, but I can link this chart to the other symbols or not here if I wanted to. If I change a symbol, you can see the studies do stay on there as well, so you can configure those charts to have it. So that brings me to the level 2 window. This is where you're going to see the indications of interest. The buy bid orders and the ask sell orders split side by side and the markets that represent them. So if I go to Facebook here, you can see there's a bid that someone's willing to buy at 271.80. Someone's willing to sell at 271.90. That is what's known as the inside market. It would be 80 by 90. If I'm immediately going to buy, I'm going to buy the offer. If I'm selling to the bid. This is customizable in the colors that you can view or the data columns that you can view as well. If I go to my level 1 fonts and colors, I can change my active or inactive background colors. If I go to my level 2 fonts and colors, I can change the color levels for each of the price tiers. I can change the order of my level 2 information, market maker, price, quantity, and I can also change the font size as well in different locations, whether it's the time and sales or for the level 2. I can click on fonts if I want to make it a little bigger, simply do that, and now I have a larger font. I could make it bold or change the style as well. And then you can see on the top corner of the level 2 window, we have additional information. You can see the E is an indication of easy to borrow. There's a 25% that relates to the margin requirement. So you can use a full 4 times leverage in a margin account for the security to trade 4 times your market value of your account. You do need 25,000 in the account to be a pattern day trading account and to qualify for a 4 times leverage account with Lightspeed. You can also go into the settings menu as well. There's other areas to show positions, show the margin requirements, change the layout if I want to put different information here as well. I can do my bid-ask spread. I can do previous volume, primary bid or ask as well. So I can do and configure these data columns as well. So add additional information. That may be a little too much for the size, but if I spread it out, you can see that would fit in nicely. So it's all configurable. It's all able to display the information that you are looking for. So let's just get rid of those. Could I kind of screwed that up here a little bit, huh? And if you make a mistake, you simply just have to alter things a little bit. There we go. Okay, good enough. So if I go further here, you have your orders window. and then your positions window. And all that relates from actually entering through your order entry form. I have my symbol, my order type, limit, market, stop, open, close orders, add only, super smart, non-routable, smart orders, dark pool routes. We have a lot of combinations for order types and order routes that you can use. That's what makes this so customizable to fit for various trading styles. I would choose my market destination, whether if it's a market maker or an exchange or our smart routes. All that's available. I choose the amount of shares and then our price. So let's just say I put an order out here, I hit it to buy. I can choose to have a confirmation or I can remove that. But right now I'm choosing to have it on there, buying 300 shares of Facebook, 271.55, good for the day, and it also gives me my buying power requirement. I hit yes. We can see this order now displays as an open order in my orders window. It's designated as an open order. It's white. The quantity you can see is 0 out of 300. It's still pending. Also in my messages window, my messages also provide information on how to track and to detail each order that you place. If an order gets rejected, filled, canceled, it's all going to show in the messages window as well. If I want to cancel the order, I can easily right-click to cancel the order. I can hit the escape button. I can use a hot button. There's a lot of ways to cancel. And we have other trading configurations as well. So if I simply cancel, that turns red. We can see I have a "you are out" message in my messages window. That's going to designate that that order has been canceled and the acknowledgement that that cancel has come back to me. So if I place something that is more marketable, let's say I want to buy at the offer, I can buy the 300 shares, and we can see instantaneously that order goes in and executes 300 out of 300. I now show in my positions window, I have 300 shares. It shows me the last price and my price, along with the open and close P&L for any position that I've traded throughout the day. You can also see in my messages window, it shows that I opened and I bought 300 shares. So I'm not only showing it in my orders window, I'm showing it in my messages window. So it's very easy to track your orders and positions on the software. When I'm looking to close a position, I can do that through a variety of methods as well. I can simply use my order entry form as well, just like before. I can choose to right-click on the position itself. I can choose to close out all or half or a quarter of the position, or even multiple positions from the positions window. Or I can also then start to look at my hot buttons that I have created. I can have a close out all button, a close out half button. I can close out full position here, sell position, close out all, half. There's a lot of combinations we offer for one click through a hot button. For example, I hit my close out half. I have 300 shares, close out half is going to, that might not be configured correctly there, I guess. Or that this button doesn't do round numbers here. That's the problem. So, but if I did close out all, you can see it knows I have 300 shares. It's going to close out 300 shares at the market. Close it out. You can see it fills and executes, and then my position grays out, and it's no longer available. We have a watch list where you can view all the symbols. You can add different data columns here as well. If I go to my settings, you can see the different data columns here that would be available. Percentage close, gap, average daily volume. Simply click and add it, 30-day volume, percentage. I can see if the symbol is easy to borrow. I can see the margin requirement. So all these data columns you can see on your watch list. So now if I scroll through, I have all these different data columns here. I want to know what I can use, something 100% requirement, something's easy to borrow or not. I can easily scroll through. If I double click, it's going to easily populate that symbol into my level 2 window. The range for what is allowed for 4 times leverage is most securities are going to be marginable. The price range would be $3 and under would be non-marginable. Certain ETFs that are leveraged would have higher margin requirements, and certain volatile stocks we also would put as a higher leverage. So you can see this is a 3 times leveraged ETF, ultra VIX, so volatility product. We do like to increase the margin requirement. That's why I chose as that 100% in the top right corner. To get to the specific settings, I'm either right-clicking and going to settings or clicking on that individual gear to get to settings. If I want to apply a hot button, I can click on the gear for that hot button window, and I can either add any of my own custom orders, or we have a full list of predefined custom orders. You can see I can increase or decrease orders, I can close out entire positions, or I can build all my custom commands. That's one of the great features of the software, is the ability to create these custom orders. So you do it through the Custom Orders tab. You're going to create a new command, and then you have the parameters here for creating new orders. Let's just say I want to use the Lightspeed route. I'm going to choose to buy. I'm going to buy at the ask. I'm going to choose to do it as 500 shares. We also have tiers, which are default share size, quantity, and now we have total percentage of buying power. So if you want to do 50% of your total buying power, 25% of your buying power, this is now available, and this version is going to be out on the website this week. So look for that update as well. Along with selling, we're going to allow you to sell based on a percentage move up or down if you want to set a target based on a percentage move. So if you want to capture a 5% target, you can do so now with a percentage price column category. So we can see here, we'll do 500 as well. So this is simply buy 500 ask. Very easy. Once again, left to right, buying, limit order, choosing my route, choosing the parameter, and then choosing the quantity. 4 items, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I can map this either as a hot button or a hotkey. Someone said the new version is on the website. Great. So breaking news, we have the new features available worldwide. So I have my buy 500. Let's just say I go to my control 5, I map it over. And now you can see I have 100 shares as a limit at $12.94, but I hit my control 5, it's going to buy 500 shares. So that does bypass my order entry form, and the hotkey is based off of the custom order that I just created. Now I can choose to get rid of my trading confirmations altogether to make this a faster method. So if I go to my trading tab, I go to my confirms, I can remove my confirm new orders. That will allow me to place this order immediately. Control 5. I just entered 3 orders in 2 seconds. That's how fast the system can be. If I want to close out all, immediately hit my close out all button, and I close the position. A quick $34 were captured in that series of events. You can do a lot of combinations with your custom orders. So if I do here, you can see I have a sell stop as a break even. That's going to be based off of your position price. I can also have a sell stop based on an amount. So if you can see here, this would be a 25-cent stop from my average price. So that's going to set a stop target. So we can map this key as a S1 for my stop one. So immediately control 5, enter the order, shift 1, my stop goes in immediately. That's how quick I can put a protectionary stop in there, clicking and placing these orders. It took 1 second to place that secondary order. Now, if you do want to put a target order, you can do that as well. I can create a new command, selling a limit off of my average price, or I can do it off of a position price percentage. So let's try this one. We're going to say any target order. It's a little different on the logic. It's going to be a negative as a target order. You get the hang of that. And then you said close out full position. So this is going to be a 5% target, 5 target limit. And I hit map key. We'll do shift 5 for my target. Okay. Shift 5. See, this order goes in 1363. So that's going to be a 5% profit target. So if you do the math there, that's roughly 65 cents. 65 cents would be 5% of that 12.98. Hoping that math checks out, but I think that would be close. And you can see now both orders are now live. I can also display my orders on a chart. If I right click, I can go into settings. I can go into my trading menu. I can show my active orders and positions. So we can see here now I have my limit order and I have my stop order, and my position is in the middle at 12.98. So let's just say I want to tighten up any of these parameters. I can click and drag from the chart even to modify, cancel, replace 1363. I'm going to knock it down to 1336. So that just tightened up my range and my spread there. Okay, another question people have: how do I set my order entry default? Very good question. You go into your order entry form. Now you're going to go into your login tab. This is the parameters that are set when you first log in. So I'm going to choose my route. Let's say I always want to use the Lightspeed route. Let's say I like to use market orders and I want to do 500 shares. This is going to be the next time I log off and on. Every time I log in from here on out, it's always going to be set as a 500 market order. Then I have my quotes tab. What happens when I change symbols? I'm going to make it the same. So I'm going to do market, and then I'm going to do 500 shares. So I want that to be consistent. So I can set my parameters. So if I change a symbol, we can see now it goes to 500 shares as a market order. That will be my new default. So that's done through the gear and through your login and quotes tab. So really, when you're looking for settings for a particular item, the best place to do is to go for the gear in the window you're trying to modify. A couple questions on what routes are the best to use. Really depends on what you're trading and what the markets dictate. The Lightspeed Smart Route is for market hours only, so you cannot use that pre and post market. It is a very fast, aggressive route. It's handled by our route providers. They're going to rotate and send it to the best place of execution. When you are choosing any of the exchange routes, which are still handled by our route providers, that's why we indicate the -LS, but they are going to be aggressively routed to the exchange if our route provider cannot fill them internally. But the best way to see it is, let's just say I want to sell 200 shares of Genpack. The only bid I see in town is the 39.58 at NASDAQ. So maybe I do need to sell it to NASDAQ to try to get filled. So I'm going to choose NASDAQ. I'm going to hit the bid here, 200 shares, and then I'm going to sell. So now I'm short here. So if there's a symbol that you see has a lot of shares on one route versus the other, maybe you do want to try to capture those shares by going to that route. In this instance, ARCA has the best offer, 272.48. I'm going to change that to ARCA. I'm going to try to get that bid, 272.45, excuse me, and place that in there. Now, of course, this is a demo. I'm getting filled based on the last price. Does not mimic live trading, but that's what you would look for in a live environment. You see If this is the only exchange that shows shares, then perhaps I want to try to preference that exchange to get filled at that price with as many shares as possible. So that's why we provide you with the different routing options. Sometimes if you do go to just a smart route at this time, you may not be able to get to that exchange before those shares are gone. Linking, yes, very good question, one that I did forget. So right now you can see I have my chart and my order entry all linked to my level 2 window. This is all done through the linking method. So I have additional chart here. Let's say I wanted to open up a second level 2 and a second order entry window. So everything is done through the new menu to open up additional windows. Go to my order entry here as well. And how you would do it is I would right click on my order entry or my chart, but you have to do it on the top banner, order to link, and go to link and select the level 2 window that you're looking to link it to. Same thing with my chart. I have a choice here. I can link it to either the Facebook or the SPY. I choose the SPY. So now if I type in a different symbol, you can see this block of windows all will update my chart and my order entry, while this Facebook grouping still remains the same. So the linking is done through right-clicking and following through the quote window. So you can have multiple level 2 windows and multiple charts and order entry linked to it as well. Other windows you can see here, we have the risers and fallers. That's going to show you what's up or down the most on the day. Gives you some good ideas for trading. We can see Tesla, very big volume, very big rise today as well. So that could bring it up very quickly here as well. Pre-market trading, we provide pre-market trading at 4 a.m. It runs through 8 p.m. So we do the full pre and post ARCA session, 4 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, let's move on to a couple other features here. We have a full options functionality for the platform as well. We also have the ability to set up different pages within our layout. So this is one layout, but you can see I have click for options. This is going to go to my different page within the same layout. This goes into my options. Now I have an options chain, I have an option level 2, and my complex option order entry all open here. So if I am looking to click a symbol, I can see that populates the individual level 2 window. And then also I have a setting to populate my complex. So if I am looking to do a spread, I can do so. You can see it builds the legs. I can buy or sell. It's going to show me if I'm paying or receiving in the top right corner for my spread. If I hit go, it's going to give me my confirmation, credit spread, selling one of the 9.5, buying one of the 11 call. So I am able to generate a complex order entry spread very quickly. I place that order, I hit yes, you can see that goes in here, and it actually filled. We can see in both legs that filled, and now in my positions window that will display as well. Make that a little bigger so you can see it. I can group to get the GEs combined here as well. So if I group by the underlier, you can see that spread kind of pairs off there. If I only want to trade a single leg, I can do so in my option level 2. So let's say I want to simply buy the 356 call. I'm going to choose my limit. I hit buy and I place the order. So entering a single leg is very easy. You can see, and then the information on the chain itself. I can view near date, all date, or a specific series. I can view the strike price based off of the current price or any strike price I'm looking for. and I can view all contracts or all prices if I really want to view the entire chain. So if I want to go further out for all dates, I can do so. So if I want to do something more of a calendar, now you can see I also have a risk graph. It'll tell me my break even and my profit target as well, my prices. So you have a risk graph on your complex order entry. You can enable and view Greek data. It just has to be enabled. I don't have it on this demo. I'm sorry. I should have had that put on, but you can put on the Greek columns here or any additional data columns. So there are other columns you can add here if I want to see something, how much it's in or out of the money, the intrinsic value, the open interest. Simply just build out my chain with additional data here. So you can also look, I have an SPY contract. If I right click, I can close out, or I can roll up or roll down. That really just means I can close out my current contract and I could move on to the next series or contract. So if I want to roll out, you can see I'm going to sell the 356 for November 18th, and then I'm going to buy the November 20th. So it's moving me on to the next series within the same strike. Very fast way to roll over into the next contract. We also have an options most active window. You can view most active options, unusual volume. You can see what is moving a lot on the day. You can click and get in there. So we have the Silver Trust is looking like some action going on there today. Emerging index funds, so you can see those are the most active options on the entire day. But that's the most unusual. This is the most active are the SPY. So the most unusual indicates that they're exceeding their daily volume. You can enter a limit market. You can do a stop order for options. Most people don't typically do so because the order handling rules are a little bit different than stocks, but certainly that is available for you. So you have the ability to enter that type of order there as well. We also provide for the news window. You can see, you can open up the news window as part of our standard data package. You can click on a contract to see, so I can view all news or just the news for that symbol. So now I can see what other items are catching the headlines here for the day. NVIDIA beats estimates, so we can go back and check out what's going on with that symbol here as well. You can see I also have a social analysis tab. This goes to our SMA, which is our social media analytics. You can see if there is a score on Tesla. You can see it's a positive score. It's up very big on the day. You can see there's different score here. It's based on if certain symbols, stocks were mentioned multiple times on social media and what their score values would be throughout the day. So it's a way to kind of just see what has the world buzzing and what's actually being talked about. That helps people see what other people are trading for the day. If someone is looking for this layout, certainly, if you send us an email, we can enable this layout for you. It's very similar to the default layout that we provide now, but it's a little bit different. So if you are looking for that, Irina, I can certainly send that over for you. Okay, and please keep in mind a copy of this recording will be available on our website within a few days on our website here as well. So you should be able to see the volume for, I'm sorry, Matt was looking for the volume during the day on so you can have the option time and sales window to view the last trades that occurred, or you have the total volume either on the chain or for that specific contract in the level 2 window. We also provide for an additional scanner. So if you see, there's a lot of other windows here that you can open here. The light scan filter allows you to view and sort and filter different parameters and symbols on the entire market or the S&P. So this is the S&P 500. If I want to see who has the highest percentage change, we can see COTY is the leader of the S&P right now. I can also add additional columns here if I want to view the gap percentage or volume change, average daily volume, and compare that. I can add all these data columns and scan the markets for different trade ideas. So if I stick through 30-day ADV next to today's average volume, we can make a comparison on what's exceeding or not exceeding the trade amounts. We also provide for our block trade filter. This shows you what is printing very large transactions, what's moving the market. I mean, someone's asking how fast can you do with the scanner? Really, as fast as you're set up to do it. So I have light scan here. I want to see. I can change my filter. I can make this what's going to be trading the most in the last 5 minutes. I hit OK. I see AON. I double click the symbol. Control F. I just bought 500 shares. As soon as I saw that symbol, I clicked it and I hit my hotkey. So really, it says that fast to be able to, and this is post-market, but it operates the same way in the pre-market. You can, as soon as you click on that symbol, it populates your level 2. You can then place your hotkey. We do have an imbalances window as well, order imbalances. You can see here and look on different symbols as well and sort. So if they do have a recorded imbalance, you're going to find it in our window here. If it's not there, then they haven't reported it at the time. And keep in mind, you could always move this across multiple monitors. So if you need more room, each window is free floating. You can resize and move to another monitor to have additional space here as well. A couple questions here for taxes. Non-U.S. residents, you're not reporting U.S. taxes. You are reporting and you're eligible for reporting to your country of residence. So we provide you an end-of-year reports, but you're reporting to your country for taxes for your country, if you're US, you're going to get a 1099 at the end of the year to report to the IRS for any capital gains on the account here with us. Combination keys are not available. You do have to place each order separately, but that can be done very quickly, as I tried to demonstrate earlier. So for Facebook, we can see I have 500 shares. If I needed to do my shift 1 and shift 2, see, do I have those hotkeys right? Shift 1. You can place your combination orders. They just have to be separate orders here as well. We do open for U.S. and non-U.S. accounts. You would have to, as a non-U.S. applicant, you would have to download the PDF packet from our website and email us your application to newaccounts@lightspeed.com. You can always pull up the capital gains at any point in time from our website. We provide daily, monthly, year-to-date reports, and you're going to be able to import those to different tax programs like TurboTax or TradeLog as well. So people always ask, do we have a paper trading account? We don't enable a paper trading account with your live login. We do provide these demos like I'm using here to be able to set up, configure, and modify any of the settings that you have in practice. You can configure your layouts. Once you save your layout to your computer, you can then load that file to your live account once you have a live account and ready for trading. So all your work is not lost. You can save your file in your layout. You go to Save Layout As, and then once you have your live account, you just load that file. So all the information and settings changes that you have will be saved as well. Okay, trying to go through some other questions here. Once you set up the windows, you can't copy the entire program onto another monitor. You do have to open up additional windows. You can duplicate any window. So let's say I wanted to put another Hot Buttons window on another page. I simply right-click, I go to Clone, and that creates the exact same window that I can then slide over. Same thing with a chart. If I wanted the exact chart, I'd say Clone. I can slide that over as well. So you have the ability to replicate any window that you have, but you do have to set that up and move it over to the other one. A couple other questions people ask about margin. As I said, above 25,000, you can qualify for 4 times intraday margin. There are no margin interest charges applied for intraday trading with margin. You would only receive margin interest if you hold positions overnight. If you have a $30,000 balance, you hold $40,000 worth of stock, you are borrowing $10,000. The $10,000 you're borrowing would be subject to margin interest. We offer 2 different commission structures. Let me bring in their website here. Go to our pricing tab, you can see we offer our standard commissions here, either a per share rate, 0.0045 per share with a $1 minimum, or a per trade rate at $4.50 per trade. Whichever structure would benefit you the most, depending on your average order size, you can elect to enable on your account. You can always switch in the future. We offer our active trader tiers. When you qualify, if you're eligible to meet our volume tiers, you can qualify for lower rates. If you hit a certain volume threshold, you would reach our next level of commissions. We do also have the routing charges. You have to be aware of the various routes we offer and their fees. The Lightspeed route would have the lowest cost. ARCA or NFDQ would have a higher cost, but they do also provide for add liquidity rebates. So you have to be aware of the fees and the routes that we offer. We do also have the current promotion. See if I could find it here. Our current promotion is a 50% rebate on commissions. Let me bring up the terms here for you guys. Here we go. Sorry about that. So if you are opening a new account, you can qualify for our new account promo. It is a 3-month special. Get up to $10,000 cash back, but it's essentially a 50% rebate of your commissions up to $10,000. So whatever you generate in commissions, you'll get a rebate for half of that back after the 3-month period. So it's cannot be combined with any other offers or discounted rates. It's only on our standard rates for that 3-month period. But if you are looking to open an account, go use the 10K 2020 promo code and put that in the promotional code. If you'd like to have a sales rep or you've been working with a sales rep, you can also select that there as well. Anyone that wants further information or assistance from myself, I'm happy to do so here as well. And, question here from Brian and a lot of other questions, really, what are the main benefits for Lightspeed? Why should I look to move to your brokerage? So our main selling points would be the speed of the software, the stability of the software, and the support and service that we provide. The ability to customize the program to be able to efficiently manage your orders and positions is what really makes the software attractive. It really helps you cut down on having to fumble through looking on your screen to find out where to go and what to do. I don't have to waste time with all these different parameters. I want to buy 100 shares. I click it, I sell. I can have any of the parameters I want to go. It's very fast to manage your orders and positions, but then there's another side to it. What happens after you submit your order? We have a lot of feedback from people lately that the zero commission firms are not handling the orders as well as they would like. They see a lot of delays, a lot of stuck orders, freezing and messaging back and forth. Lightspeed is known for the ability to get these orders routed aggressively, and we charge you up front. We're telling you what our costs are, and we're trying to aggressively route these orders and get them filled. And people say they really see a difference. We do have a full testimonial page on our website as well that you can take a look for. These are real. Yep, testimonials here. These are all from real Lightspeed customers. And you can see, these are what they are experiencing when they shift over from a previous brokerage to Lightspeed. So just take a quick look at that. Certainly, these are verified and accurate testimonials from current customers. So it's the support and service, the speed of the platform, and the ability to customize the software as well. If anyone would like, we also do some personalized service and training. So if anyone would like a customized walkthrough and screen sharing session for the software, you can certainly let us know. Email sales@lightspeed.com and we can schedule a time to do that full walkthrough and personalize and customize for you. So just keep that in mind, please. That's very important. We'll get you started. We'll get you on your way, get you to get the account configured how you want it to. So once again, you just click on that open account button, go through the application if you are looking for it. new account. But if you do want to try the software first, go and hit the try a demo button, put in your information, and you can get the demo to try the software as well. We do have we do have we do have various other platforms as well. So if you go into our trading software tab, we do have other offerings. We have a web and mobile for a more basic order entry, but access to separate offering. We have a specific options advanced platform. We have the Sterling Trader. We also offer Realtek for different order types and charting. So we have specialized options software. We have a lot of different offerings. The Lightspeed Traders are most popular. It's the one that's widely used for the active trader, but certainly we should have a platform that's going to meet your needs as well. There is a Mac version of the Lightspeed software as well. It's Mac compatible, so you can use this software that we just demonstrated on a Mac as well. So everyone, just keep in mind, sales@lightspeed.com, email us, we'll get you that information here. So as far as funding goes, you can link a bank account for ACH transfers. It's a no charge transfer for in and out of the bank account. You can also do wire transfers, incoming no charge, outgoing would be a $20 fee for funding. You can also do an account transfer from an existing brokerage account if you want to move securities and a portfolio over to us as well. Steve, yep, there's a new version on the website right now. I can show everyone where to find it. If you go into the resources tab, you go into Lightspeed Trader and download the latest version. This is the newest version. We have the percentage closeouts and the percentage buying power for opening positions. So the latest version is here. Just as a disclosure, everyone, our trailing stops have been temporarily removed. We just had to configure things for new reportings for the regulators. Once that has been reinstated, we will get the trailing stops back. So that's just been a temporary remove item, but should be coming back shortly. Funds are SIPC insured up to $500,000, $250,000 in cash. So we're fully members of the SIPC along with our clearing firm. So you can keep that as well. Our custodian is Wedbush Securities. They're very well established, well capitalized, and been around for quite a while, and members of SIPC as well. Typically, we'll release an email or a message on the software when the new version is out there. We kind of do it slowly, so we put it out on the website, we let some people do it, and then we'll send a message to let everyone else know that it's out there. So that's just the only rollout we do here. Jeffrey, just trailing stop orders were disabled, not all stop orders, just trailing stops. A trust account or an LLC would take longer. It does have additional documentation we need to review. International accounts do take a long time as well, just due to the sheer paperwork and the amount of applications that we have. So if anyone is pending at the moment, just follow up with us. We'll try to get those applications reviewed. But yeah, just keep in mind that we were trying our best here. We've had quite an increase in interest since the pandemic has brought a lot of people home and looking to trade as well. Withdrawal, you can withdraw a wire transfer same day. Those funds will hit your bank account same day. ACH are 2 days. So it's either 1 day for wire, 2 days for ACH for withdrawals. Question about data. Yes, the data package is $10 per month. You can see you get 1 quote from each exchange, 1 from ARCA, 1 from NASDAQ, 1 from Edge, 1 from BATS. If I were to show you what the level 2 data looks like, you can see here, this is my live account. You can see I have multiple quotes from ARCA and NASDAQ, so you're going to see the depth of book from the exchange. So if I have ARCA and NASDAQ enabled, you can see I can show 272.10, 272.40, 44, 45 from ARCA, where this is only going to show me 272.10. So the difference between the level 1 bundle package is 1 quote. The level 2 data will show you the full depth of book. So you can see you get more information. So that's the cost. The level 2 would be in addition to the package. So there's additional cost for level 2. Just as a disclosure, the Mac version is a couple versions behind the Windows PC version, so it does not have every single updated feature that the PC version does have. So you do have to be aware. If you do run a Mac, you can also run a Parallels or a Boot Camp to run the Windows operating system on your Mac if you want the full updated version. But it's all the same speed and functionality. Just some of the advanced updated features like that percentage buying power may not be exactly what you're looking for. So I know there's a lot more questions here. I tried to get to as many as we can, but please just email sales@lightspeed.com with any additional questions, request a demo from the website, and if you are looking to open the account, just go through the online application, but certainly feel free to call us or email us with any questions, and we're happy to help in any way possible. Recording of this video will be online within a couple of days, and we have quite a few other ones as well, so look for the other videos in our library that address a lot of topics. But I want to thank everyone for joining us, and we will hopefully be in touch to see how we can help you in the future. So thank you very much. Have a great